or Mr. Hall or Miss Penelope. But another Ontario Lottery Corporation celebrity who's a big hit across the province of Ontario recently dropped in on Norm Morse and Wendy Horn with This Week in Lotteries.
Good evening. Many of you may already know tonight's guest because he's visited just about every corner of the province. Now, this is Winnie the Wintario bear, Wintario's mascot. But you don't work alone, do you, Winnie?
You know, he's often joined by Lottario's early bird, and together they've proved to be very popular with the children and adults alike all across Ontario. Now, Winnie, how long have you and early bird been on the road together? 1, 2, 3, 5 years. Well, that's a long time.
Winnie and Early Bird also travel with our information display as part of our ongoing program of keeping you informed about the OLC. Now, when you visit a display, you can find out perhaps how our games work.
And you can see a draw machine close up and maybe get a chance to push that important button.
When are you going to give us a demonstration? That's it. You can also find out how lottery grants are working in your community. Now, people in southwestern Ontario will have an opportunity to see our display and meet Winnie or Early Bird when the display visits London on June the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
We're committed to the principle of keeping the OLC open and accessible to everyone, whether they're players or not, and it provides a chance for you to tell us what you think about our games.
Now, if you would like to find out more about our mascot appearances or our traveling information display, please contact Jillian Rosenbaum in the Community Events Department. The address is 2 Bloor Street West, Toronto, M4W 3H8.
Now, guess what? The hockey schedule's been changed again. Next week, we will be seeing you on the Wintario show at the regular time of 8:30.
Well, Winnie, thank you very much for coming out. Did you have fun? Yeah? Okay. Well, we'll see everybody next week. Bye.
Good night.
So be on the lookout for Winnie the Bear and the Early Bird or any of our lottery displays anywhere in your consecutive machines. They are rolling. Greg Beresford, who do we meet this time?
Well, this is Henny Penny. And if you hadn't guessed, Henny Penny is the official mascot of the town of Tweed. And Henny doesn't say a whole lot, but he will bring a good measure of luck to a lot of people tonight. Away we go. Press the button, Henny, if you will, please. Job's done.
You know, you can win in other ways besides Wintario prizes. In fact, Tweed has received a number. I'll ask you to roll 3 machines for the first time tonight from Bobcaygeon and over to Pam Henry.
We have a special treat to help us with our first draw tonight. What is your name, sir?
Cecil Junkin.
And what is your name, sir?
Matthew
Matthew, what's your last name?
Johnson.
Now, Matthew Johnson is only 5 years old, and he was the youngest step dancer in the competition last year. So I understand you're going to give us a little sample here tonight. I'm looking forward to this. You ready? Here we go. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was wonderful. Before you go away, I'm going to have you push the button on the front there for our first draw. Thanks, Cecil.
Thank you, Pam, Cecil, and Matthew. A great way to start our Wintario tonight. We're back to Pam and a very, very familiar and welcome guest on Wintario.
With me is the Honourable John Eakins, Minister of Tourism and Recreation, and MPP for Victoria Haliburton. And this is one of the biggest audiences we've ever had, so I guess this is a real drawing card, this fiddle and step dance contest that you put on here.
Pam, this is certainly one of the largest crowds that I think Ontario has ever had. I'm not surprised because Bobcaygeon is just a super host community. And I just want to say to everyone across Ontario, come on down to Bobcaygeon for Friday and Saturday, the Step and Fiddle Contest, and you'll want to stay here forever.
Okay, thank you for that. And thank you for helping us with the draw tonight, too.
Thank you to the Honourable John Eakins, Minister of Tourism and Recreation. Good evening. Welcome to Wintario. I'm Faye Dance, and this is Captain Owen.
I'm Greg Beresford, and tonight we come to you from the Bayshore Community Center, Owen Sound.
you, everyone, for joining us tonight. In case you don't realize, that is Captain Owen. He is the mascot tonight from Owen Sound. It represents a very important part of this city's history. Thank you for escorting us to the stage, and welcome back from your vacation.
Well, thank you. A good vacation, and it's especially nice to be back because, of course, Owen Sound was once home to me, and I...
Well, grants are certainly one way we all win, but right now we'd like to take a look at the other side. To date, this month, we've had over 106 million winners of Wintario prizes. And we're going to add to the winners list right now by $100,000. It is a 5. After the 5, we have a 6 with a dot under the 6. And a 4. 5, 6, 4. It is a 2 this time. And a 4. And the last number is a 9. So if you have 5, 6, 4, 2, 4, 9 in that exact order, then you have just won $100,000. And there are 4 possible grand... All right, while Marina is reloading the machines, it's time to bring you up to date on other lottery happenings. Here to do that is Wendy Horn and her special guest this week, Bill Lawrence, on This Week in Lotteries.
Good evening, everyone. You know, lottery players come from all walks of life. And whether they work in a city office or a country farm, everyone enjoys playing lotteries. And it's often at their place of work that people form a group to buy tickets each week. Now, for these people, we offer an easy way to play a series of numbers, and it's called combinations. Now, as promised last week, here to tell us all about it is Bill Lawrence. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you, Wendy. Nice to see you again. Now, combinations are an easy way to play either Lottario or Lotto 649. Now, here's how it works. Let's take a lottery that's dear to my heart, Lottario. Okay? Now, normally, when you play Lottario, you mark 6 numbers out of 39 on a selection slip. And you have to fill out a separate board for each selection. But with combinations, there's no need for separate selections. Take a 5-number combination. You select your 5 lucky numbers out of a possible 39. Now, say you picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The computer then fills in the remaining 34 numbers one at a time to your selection. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and so on, making you up sets of 6. So you end up with 34 selections, which cost you $34. Now, the 7, 8, and 9-number combinations are just a little different. For example, when you play a 7-number combination, the computer arranges these 7 numbers into every possible combination of 6. If you picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the computer would register 7 different sets of numbers like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Now, Wendy, the 8 and 9-number combinations work the same way, except that with 8 numbers, there are 28 different selections, and with 9, there are...
84.
Exactly. Now, of course, each selection still costs you $1 to play, right?
That's right. You got it perfectly, Bill. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. So the next time you pick up a Lotto 649 or Lottario ticket, pick up one of these flyers and find out more on how to play combinations. The pamphlets also outline how many prizes you could win with each type of combination play. Now let's go back to Faye and Greg and lots more Wintario. Good night.
Thanks, Wendy. And